brightness of the day succumbed to angry storm clouds. I scarcely noticed them. The turmoil bellowing within my soul created a far greater threat, shoving me to the very edge of destruction. Stones shifted beneath my feet. I teetered, arms flailing to regain my balance. The crackling of debris cascading down the side of the cliff echoed through the valley. Several rocks crashed on the wall before splashing into the raging sea below. Was that to be my fate after all? A scream, a cry of despair, drew my attention eastward. At first one, then several close relatives slipped over the edge and plummeted toward the crag that stuck out of the icy water. "No!" I screamed with them. I stood paralyzed on the edge, unable to do anything more than pray. I wanted to rescue them, to throw out a lifeline, something to prevent the inevitable. But I had no rope, no vine, no means of aid. Their screams tightened into shrieks and sobs, then silence. Their anguish-filled hearts impregnated the atmosphere with inaudible songs of grief. Yet, instead of crashing into the sea, they floated above it, as if suspended from parachutes. They rose and drifted further eastward toward the sun. In the far distance, a beautiful city graced the horizon. I suspected the refugees didn't realize God's grace had sustained them, not at first at least. But inch by inch they rose upward and eastward into the brilliance of His presence. As they live out the remainder of their lives, they radiate with an inner grace and strength of which they seem unaware. I also suspected then, as I do now, that eventually I too will slip over the edge of despair. Jesus said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." I can trust Him in the darkest night, in the midst of the storm, in the depths of despair. He will keep His word. By the testimony of my friends and family who lived through the horrors of this world, I see Jesus' sustaining grace, and I know the breath of God will lift me up, propel me into His light, and eventually into His everlasting presence.